Well, happy Monday morning, May 18th. 7 days of school left. Uh, Chapter 16 ended, World War II. As you know now that we still are a democratic country, and the communist leaders such as Hitler of Germany and Mussolini of Italy did not take over the world, even though that's what their initial thought process was to expand their own countries as well as communism. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the brain pops and the videos that were available for you to explore a little bit more onto World War II. Some of the different types of warfare with airplanes, submarines, the atomic bomb that we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki changed warfare dramatically. And as chapter 16 ends and leads us into chapter 17, one of our allies or friends during World War I and World War II who helped the Allies win, the Soviet Union, is now under the direct rule of Joseph Stalin. And the United States and the Soviet Union are, at this time, the two most powerful countries in the world, not only military-wise, but also in every aspect of life. The race to space, the Olympics, inventions, anything you can think of. It was a battle between the Soviet Union and the United States. This time period is known as the Cold War. Nobody, even though people thought we might go to war, we never did. But there was always both countries fearing each other, and it was also both countries competing against everyone. And sometimes that competition leads you to great things, and nobody wanted to fall behind the other one. But chapter 17 is called Cold War, Warm Kitchens. It's also a time of looking to the future after the two world wars and after the Great Depression. For many of us, this was a time of the invention of microwaves, TV, shopping malls, which you might find interesting. The first outdoor shopping mall in the United States was actually in Edina, Minnesota, Southdale. Many people don't know that, so that's kind of a unique fact about Minnesota. Also, you'll know in this chapter, you'll learn a little bit about Betty Crocker, stay-at-home moms getting cookbooks with actual pictures of what it's supposed to look like, so that when their husband comes home after a long day, he has this great meal plan. Not only that, but quick meals, boxes of flour that you just add water for a quick meal. So check your mom's cookbooks, or call your grandma and ask if they have a Betty Crocker cookbook. I'd be willing to bet they do. It was a time of moving out to the suburbs and to, life as we know it now. Husband, wife, kids in a nice neighborhood with a picket fence. This was the time. So you can see our weekly plan. Monday, go ahead and check Infinite Campus on any missing work, get that done. Tuesday morning, we have our live Zooms at 10 or 11, whatever one you can make. Your vocab word, watch your Northern Lights intro. On Wednesday, the beginning of the chapter, Cold War, pages 365 to 376, or if you're online, those are the actual subheadings you should be reading. Questions 1 and 2 in your Northern Lights chapter comp folder, the last questions of the year this week. Thursday, finish the chapter 377 to 381, and you have a couple brain pops there on two wars that did take place here, the Vietnam War and the Korean War towards the end of the chapter. And then there is a quiz on Friday. Another video or movie that we have posted for you to watch that I think is a phenomenal movie, a great family movie. And you don't have to watch it with your parents, but I think you could recommend that this is something that we're learning about. Not only is it ties three things in. It's called Hidden Figures, and it ties in the race to space, the Cold War, the battle between the United States and the Soviet Union, as well as women's rights, women getting better jobs in the workplace, but not only that, civil rights. This is a movie about three black women in the South who worked for NASA and helped us beat the Soviet Union in the race to space. So, uh, three different kind of historical topics kind of intertwined into one movie, but a great movie. It's called Hidden Figures. And then there's some interesting facts below here about St. Paul and St. Bonnie and bomb shelters and things like that that took place during this time. I look forward to seeing you Tuesday morning for our live Zoom.